"Ring, ring!" The phone on Agent Bob's desk rang loudly. "Agent Bob speaking," he squeaked. It was the Mouse Police Chief. "Bob, we need you. A priceless statue, the Eye of Anubis, is going to be stolen." Agent Bob grabbed his magnifying glass. This was his biggest case yet. Agent Bob was the best detective in Mouse City. He was brave and clever. He loved solving mysteries. The chief explained the situation. A cat burglar named Anubis is planning to steal the statue from the Louvre Museum in Paris. Anubis was notorious. He was smart, sneaky, and always one step ahead. He loved jewels and shiny objects, especially if they were well guarded. Anubis had his eye on the Eye of Anubis for weeks. It was a beautiful, ancient Egyptian statue. The statue was made of gold and had a giant ruby for an eye. Anubis licked his lips. He couldn't wait to get his paws on it. The Louvre Museum was a grand palace filled with famous paintings and statues. At night it was closed and quiet, but not tonight. Agent Bob arrived in Paris and hurried towards the Louvre. He checked his watch. It was almost midnight. The streets were dark and empty. The only sound was the click-clack of Bob's tiny shoes on the pavement. Agent Bob finally reached the Louvre. He could see the glass pyramid glittering in the moonlight. He snuck past the guards, his heart racing. He had to stop Anubis before it was too late. He knew where the Eye of Anubis was kept. It was in the Egyptian wing, in a special guarded room. Section 5. The empty pedestal. He dashed through the halls past ancient artifacts. He reached the room with the Eye of Anubis. The door was open. Bob gasped. The room was empty. The pedestal where the statue once stood was bare. Anubis had already struck. Agent Bob felt a chill run down his spine. This was worse than he thought. He had to find some clues. Agent Bob scanned the room with his keen eyes. He spotted something shimmering on the floor. It was a single emerald green cat hair. "Meowris," Agent Bob muttered, examining the hair. He noticed something else. There was a faint scent in the air, like fish and expensive perfume. Anubis always did love his fancy cologne. Agent Bob smiled. He was on the right track. Agent Bob followed the scent. It led him through a maze of hallways and up a grand staircase. He peeked around a corner. He could see Anubis' silhouette in the distance. The cat burglar was just about to escape through a window. "Not so fast, Anubis!" Agent Bob shouted, but it was too late. Anubis had vanished into the night. Agent Bob ran towards the window. He looked out into the darkness. Suddenly he felt a sharp tug on his tail. He was caught in a net. Anubis had been expecting him. "Looks like the mouse is caught in a trap." A smooth voice chuckled from above. Agent Bob struggled against the net. He looked up and saw Anubis perched on the window ledge, grinning mischievously. "It's over, Bob!" Anubis taunted, the Eye of Anubis glinting in his paws. "You'll never catch me!" And with another mocking laugh he disappeared into the Parisian night. But Agent Bob was not giving up. He was determined to bring Anubis to justice and recover the stolen statue. The chase was on.